Imagine waking up with a persistent cough that refuses to disappear. Instead of waiting weeks for an appointment, you simply speak into your phone. Within seconds, an artificial intelligence system analyzes the subtle changes in your voice, compares them with millions of medical cases, examines data from your smartwatch, and warns that the problem may be far more serious than a common cold. Before you even begin to feel truly ill, a hospital has already scheduled additional tests that could save your life. It sounds like science fiction. Yet around the world, this future is quietly becoming reality. Artificial intelligence is transforming medicine at a pace few people imagine possible. Machines are beginning to recognize diseases hidden inside medical images, predict illnesses years before symptoms appear, design entirely new medicines, and assist surgeons during some of the world's most complex operations. But can artificial intelligence really become a doctor? Or will it remain one of the most powerful tools physicians have ever used? The answer could reshape not only healthcare, but the future of humanity itself. For centuries, medicine has relied on the knowledge and experience of human doctors. Every diagnosis begins with a puzzle. A patient describes symptoms, laboratory tests provide clues, and medical images reveal what lies beneath the skin. Physicians combine years of education with intuition developed through thousands of patients. But the amount of medical information is now growing faster than any individual can possibly absorb. Millions of scientific papers are published every year. Thousands of new clinical trials begin, and hospitals generate enormous volumes of imaging and patient data every single day. Artificial intelligence was never created to replace this human expertise. Instead, it was built to help doctors navigate a world overflowing with information. At the heart of this revolution are neural networks, computer systems inspired by the organization of the human brain. Unlike traditional software that follows fixed instructions, these systems learn from examples. Imagine teaching a child to recognize a cat. You do not explain the exact angle of every ear or the length of every whisker. Instead, you show thousands of pictures until the child begins recognizing patterns automatically. Deep learning works in a remarkably similar way. By studying millions of medical images, laboratory results, and clinical records, AI gradually learns to identify patterns that are often invisible to the human eye. One of the first areas where this technology proved its extraordinary potential was medical imaging. Every day, radiologists examine X-rays, CT scans, MRI images, and mammograms, searching for tiny abnormalities that may indicate disease. The challenge is immense. A single CT scan can contain hundreds or even thousands of detailed images. Fatigue, time pressure, and the sheer volume of information increase the risk that subtle signs might be overlooked. AI systems never become tired. They can analyze every image with the same consistency, highlighting suspicious regions that deserve closer attention. Importantly, these systems do not make final medical decisions on their own. Instead, they act as an intelligent second set of eyes, helping radiologists focus on the findings that matter most. The same technology is now extending far beyond hospital scanners. Modern wearable devices continuously monitor heart rhythms, blood oxygen levels, sleep quality, physical activity, and other biological signals. Individually, these measurements reveal only fragments of the story. Artificial intelligence connects them into a much larger picture. A slight change in heart rate combined with altered sleep patterns and reduced physical activity may reveal the earliest stages of illness long before a person notices anything unusual. Rather than reacting after disease develops, medicine is slowly shifting toward prediction and prevention. Perhaps the most remarkable transformation is taking place inside pharmaceutical laboratories. Developing a new medicine has traditionally required years of painstaking research, enormous financial investment, and countless failed experiments. Scientists must identify biological targets, design candidate molecules, test their safety, and conduct multiple stages of clinical trials. Artificial intelligence is accelerating the earliest stages of this process by exploring chemical possibilities at a scale no human research team could ever match. Instead of examining thousands of molecular combinations, AI can evaluate millions, identifying structures that appear most likely to interact with disease-causing proteins. Human scientists still perform laboratory experiments and clinical testing, but AI dramatically narrows the search, allowing researchers to focus their efforts on the most promising candidates. Cancer treatment illustrates why this matters so profoundly. Cancer is not a single disease, but hundreds of different diseases, each driven by unique genetic changes. Two patients diagnosed with the same type of cancer may respond very differently to identical treatments. Artificial intelligence helps researchers analyze genomic information alongside medical records, pathology images, and treatment outcomes to uncover patterns that support more personalized therapies. Rather than asking what works for most patients, future medicine increasingly asks what works best for this individual patient. The operating room is also changing. Surgical robots have existed for years, but modern artificial intelligence is making them more capable than ever before. During complex procedures, AI can help identify important anatomical structures, estimate safe surgical boundaries, and monitor the patient's condition in real time. The robot does not replace the surgeon. Every critical decision remains under human control. Instead, artificial intelligence serves as a highly sophisticated assistant, reducing uncertainty and providing additional information during moments when precision matters most. Another emerging idea may become one of medicine's greatest breakthroughs: the digital twin. Imagine creating a highly detailed virtual model of your own body using medical images, laboratory results, genetic information, and years of health data. Doctors could test different medications, predict how a disease might progress, or estimate the outcome of surgery inside the digital model before treating the real patient. While still largely experimental, digital twins represent a future where treatment decisions become increasingly personalized rather than based on averages across large populations. Large language models are also beginning to reshape healthcare in unexpected ways. These AI systems can summarize enormous collections of medical literature, help physicians search for relevant research, generate clinical documentation, and explain complex medical information in language patients can understand. However, they also introduce significant challenges. Language models can occasionally produce convincing but incorrect information, a phenomenon researchers call hallucination. In medicine, even small errors can have serious consequences. For that reason, responsible healthcare systems treat these tools as assistants whose outputs must always be verified by qualified professionals. Despite the extraordinary progress, artificial intelligence still faces major limitations. Medical data is often incomplete, inconsistent, or biased toward specific populations. If an AI system learns primarily from one demographic group, its performance may decline when treating patients from different backgrounds. Privacy presents another challenge. Healthcare data contains some of the most sensitive personal information imaginable, requiring rigorous safeguards to ensure security and patient trust. Regulators, researchers, and hospitals continue developing standards that balance innovation with safety and ethics. There is also something uniquely human about medicine that no algorithm can replicate. A physician comforting a frightened family, recognizing emotions hidden behind a patient's words, or helping someone make difficult end-of-life decisions depends on empathy, communication, and ethical judgment. Artificial intelligence processes information with astonishing speed, but compassion remains a deeply human strength. The future of healthcare is therefore unlikely to be a competition between doctors and machines. Instead, it is becoming a partnership in which each contributes what it does best. Looking further ahead, researchers are exploring systems capable of continuously monitoring health through wearable sensors, smart implants, and even microscopic technologies that could one day detect disease at its earliest stages. Hospitals may become increasingly connected, where AI coordinates diagnostics, predicts patient deterioration, optimizes treatment schedules, and supports medical teams around the clock. Diseases that are often discovered too late today may eventually be identified while they are still easily treatable. Artificial intelligence may never replace the wisdom, empathy, and ethical responsibility of human physicians, but it is rapidly becoming one of the most powerful medical instruments ever created. Like the invention of the microscope or the discovery of antibiotics, AI represents a technological leap that expands what doctors are capable of achieving. The greatest breakthroughs may come not from machines working alone, but from humans and intelligent systems solving problems together. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, one question grows more important than ever. If a machine could help detect disease before symptoms appear, discover life-saving medicines faster, and give every doctor access to the world's medical knowledge, how many lives could be transformed? The answer is still being written. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore the science and technologies shaping our future, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share your thoughts in the comments, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next journey into tomorrow.